But I don't hate social media. I don't know how you feel
It is
about
brutal,
that.
but
It's
you
the
got to
worst,
do
but
it.
you got to
Because
do
these
it.
people
And
are going to follow you and they want some content, baby.
And I don't like Twitter. Like
Yeah.
I've never been able to get on Twitter, and Facebook is like too personal. So it's like I don't want people
Facebook
following
is
me on
is a rancid, putrid death trap.
Yeah.
Twitter it demands too much of your time.
Well,
you
Twitter,
know,
I
like
always feel like Twitter.
Instagram is the best.
Instagram is definitely the best. Twitter, my problem with Twitter is it is the social media platform that I think feels most like just screaming into the void.
For sure.
Where you're like, who is even listening?
And that's what I'm saying is like anyone who's like got any success that isn't already famous, kind of like, oh, that's like, how do you have so many followers? And they're like, I tweet 85 times a day. I reply to everyone's tweets and I like follow 1 billion people. It's like, okay, cool. I'm going to not do any of that. That sounds like a nightmare.
So much work. And just like, again, it's just like, I have this whole, and this could be a whole nother podcast, but it's just like, I just think social media is so fake and like,
oh, it's brutal.
The Fyre Festival documentary, if anyone has not seen that, is like the perfect, when people are like, Tucker, why do you think social media is fake? I'm like, go watch the Fyre Festival documentary because that is exactly what I'm talking about.
Two things though, it's kind of true. That is true. There's 2 threads, but I think people miss the second thread. The first thread is everything you're saying. I think the second thread is we're blowing up the fact that all we saw was a good old-fashioned scam.
Yeah.
It's just a scam.
It's just a scam.
That's why they're
that's what social media is. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is all a scam. Like, if you see a model airbrushed on Instagram, that's all. She doesn't live like that.
Yeah, that's true too. But I'm talking about monetarily. It's just because it's like, did you ever watch like Smartest Guys in the Room, the Enron documentary?
Yes.
That's just like boring Fyre Fest. You know, they're trading energies in suits, but it's a scam. There's no energy. It's fake money. And eventually they get caught and it all crumbles on them. It's the same thing except with Ja Rule and tits. But it's like, that's the only difference. And when you break it down to its brass tacks, it's someone being like, do you want something? I have it. Give me $1 million. Here's $1 million. I didn't really have it. Bye. Yeah. That's Enron. That's Fyre Fest. Yeah. It's because it's a young guy and he's got fucking a metal credit card that he invented and he, fucking hangs out with a guy who had really two hit songs 18 years ago. You're like, this is different. We're in a new era. It's like, it's a scam.
No, it's the same shit.
It's 3-card money. It's it's people calling up your grandma and being like, hey, we need you to wire $1 million to the IRS. It's like, it's the scams people have been getting scammed out of for years.
But I would argue that
it's just a more fun one to watch.
Social media in general, like, inherently breeds that kind of scammery.
Well,
because,
that's
like, everything is an ad. Everything is like, like how many I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but do you ever get like people following you who are like, follow me and I'll give you 1,000 followers, that kind of shit. It's like, that's all fake. Like, those people are not actually following you. Those people don't actually like you.
For sure.
It's all fake.
That is an interesting point to bring up, but I think it's more, I'm just interested in the vehicle because here's a better example in terms of like boring versus fun. It's like the 2018 collapse. Like that subprime mortgage crisis was like
2008.
Yeah, 2008.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Did I say 18? Sorry. 2008. That mortgage crisis was perpetuated by subprime mortgages that were sold to people because the atmosphere at the time was like, buy a house, live the dream. Yeah, you don't need any money down. Yeah, the rate's going to change, but like years down, like 1%. You won't even know. And then people were like, I do deserve a house. I do need to live the dream. Yeah. I'm like, I went to college. I'm doing it. That's what every Gen Xer thought and the generation a little past that. And they all got boned because it was all scam. Yeah. Like you were a barber. Why do you think you could have got a $500,000 house? Like, you should have seen that coming, dummy. Even though it's predatory, like I hate Wall Street more than I hate you, you're still dumb. Yeah. The same way, like, and that's what's going on now. It's like some guy's living in his mom's basement, right, driving Uber 2 days a week, and he's like, yeah, I deserve to fuck models on an island. Like, he would, like, but you don't. You clearly don't deserve that. So you deserve to get scammed. Like, that guy bought into the lie the same way the banks bought into the mortgage lie in 2008. So that's why I agree. Like, and that's the culture. People that don't deserve to fuck models thinking they do. That is definitely the new lie, and it's perpetuated through fakeness on social media. So I agree with what you're saying in that way. But the scam is still the scam. It's like, what do you think you deserve? I'll sell you that fakely. and I'll run away with your money.
And that's
the scam.
That's America, baby. This is America.
Yeah. It's just, that's what it was always funny about Fyre Festival,
buy
because
the Brooklyn Bridge, I'll sell you the Brooklyn Bridge.
Exactly, because that's what's so funny about it, is that you have all these people. Like, remember when it collapsed? I didn't even know anything about it till it collapsed, like in real time.
The Fyre Festival?
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. And then it collapsed and it was big. And the big thing was like, fuck these rich people.
Yeah.
It's not. It's people that are poor that still think they deserve to be on Pablo Escobar's island, living in a villa, fucking models, smoking fucking like secret weed that was smuggled in. Like, you don't. You haven't done anything. Why do you think you deserve that?
That's so funny. I mean,
rich people do deserve that. Then that's not a scam. You're just robbing them. You rob rich people. You scam poor people. That's the difference.
Yeah.